My little sister has like a fucking farm.
There's a guy on Chestnut Road that's got a ton of peacocks over there.
Nice.
Oh, we are live on the Spreaker end of things, but Facebook's being a cunt.
As it will.
Come on, Zuckerberg.
We are live right now. I apologize. We are having technical difficulties with the video aspect.
All sorts of red flags going up at Facebook headquarters. Shut it down.
Way too much activity.
Oh, how aggressive can we get with the drug use?
Oh, as much as you want.
All right,
Intravenously aggressive.
Let's see. I actually don't think it really talks about much of this.
I know. When Vince was reading it off, I'm like, I don't remember
I
any
read off
of it.
all your bullet points on our show earlier.
We hit love.
Yes, that's right.
Love's done.
Get that one out of the way.
See, music, house, and techno. We talked about that a little bit. Didn't show him anything, but
Your endeavors.
I'll give him some more stuff to look at.
What the fuck?
Kids Our Hearts would be good. Lunar Transit. I'll talk about that a little bit, like what I've been doing. Goblin Valley. Keg. Extravaganza.
These keywords, just outrageous.
Oh, most glancing from across the road. Ah, there, Mo.
Watch him just walk in midstream. At the funeral home the other day, you know?
Speak up. At least one higher active than what you're giving us.
And, okay, I think we're live on the Facebook end of things, too. All right, the show is rolling for real now. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us again for a second showing tonight. This is the
double feature
main event where we see Lance off, and we had Lance. What's up, Corey? How's the connection now, asshole? Actually, would you hand me the blue wire down there? Oh no, right there. Yep, we're gonna direct connect this bitch. Thank you, sir.
Just a spike, Corey.
Yes, raw dog to Ethernet.
That's all this episode is the spike, Corey. Here, and we'll make sure you guys we're sharing everything. It's good, fuckhead. Thanks, Corey. So that's a message from Corey. So we got Lance in studio to pretty much
Try to wrap out the rest of the list.
Yeah.
Maybe. See how it goes.
I'm gonna share this real quick to Facebook so people can get on the Joe Show end of things. So you guys go ahead and steal the show. And Andrew, you did that pretty well last time as I was busy.
Some ad-libbing here and there. I'll take over as far as questions go.
I know.
And let's see.
What should we start with?
Man, this is your show, kind of.
All right, let's rip it.
Let's rip it.
Ripping and dipping.
Ripping and or dipping.
And or dipping.
Ripping and dipping.
Ripping and dipping.
Okay.
So, what's up, Brandy Alexander? Thanks for I know your laptop's better, you sack of shit. Kenzie, what's up? Thank you for joining. We are here with Lance, Vince. We got Andrew back there. And an audience member today, so Mr. Crowley.
What went on in your head?
Thank you, Vince. I don't have any sound cues lined up, so we got Vince doing the acapella for us.
Copyright infringement.
They're gonna pull the video, yeah.
So when do you leave us? You leave tomorrow, right?
Oh man,
tonight at the
so
witching hour.
Early, yeah. No, I'm gotta be up at probably like 3 a.m. so I can get to Buffalo and be at the airport by like just after 4.
Oh shit! Are you sad to go?
Oh yeah, no. A week has not been long enough at all. I wish I could have taken like 3 weeks off of work and chilled, but.
So what'd you get done while you were here?
Oh man, let's see. I've gotten to see a lot of people. I've gotten to do quite a bit of partying. Niagara Falls, New York, Ontario.
Hello.
Buffalo, New York. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked to get out there. I got down to see my dad in Angola the last 2 days.
Oh shit, man, you've been everywhere.
Spread your seed pretty
yeah,
fast.
shout out Jeremy. Probably no idea what this is. But yeah, no, it's been good. I've pretty much the daytimes have been filled with family-oriented activities. Every night we've just been getting retarded. So, yeah, at this point I'm like actually kind of stoked that I'm like not getting slammed. Like,
you can see it. You look great, but you can see, dude, you just look
Oh
This
yeah,
week's
no.
taking a toll on
I think
me.
I averaged 4 hours of sleep a night since I've been here.
You've definitely you've aged too a bit. Just fucking.
The grays are like really spurting out, you know.
Ransomville trip took a year off your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Usually the fresh air will add years to your life.
It is the fountain of youth out here.
Go down to sea level, you can drink like a fish, and then you're fucked.
So yeah, you had a list that you got that you made up before the last show. That like right before the last show.
Yeah, it's funny actually. Like the very last one, ripping and dipping. I'm like assuming that's like referencing snowboarding, but like,
We're not sure.
I'm not even sure. That's just like one of my favorite things to say right now. Like, oh, rip and dip, let's go. Like, dude. But yeah, no. So we still have actually quite a few topics on here. I think that we didn't really cover. We just kind of got talking about Utah. I think last time, like kind of where I've been at. But
so go ahead, take the floor is yours, my friend.
Let's rip it. So yeah, no, ripping and dipping.
We're ripping and dipping.
So y'all,
Every time he says that, you
Anybody
got to
that-
do a drug or take a drink.
yeah.
Talking to you out
Take
there.
one
So
drink, please.
everybody that's still chilling here in New York that has not come to visit.
Don't encourage him.
This
Where's
episode is
Molly?
entitled Relapse.
Yeah, we're MDMA.
Demi Lovato.
Timmy Lovato over there? No. All right, I'm sorry. Altizer was a dick in the last episode we did
Too much
earlier
of a pussy
today.
to call in.
I know. He's like, what's the number to call in? We fucking posted it and said it, and he didn't say nothing. So, fuck you, Tim, if you're listening.
Fuck you, Tim.
Doesn't look like he is. But the room is packed right now with 7 people, apparently. So let's give them what they want.
Damn. All right. Yeah, no, ripping. So if anybody that's like still living out here, that's paying attention to this show and want to like come out and experience some more action sports like on another level, like come and check it out. The mountains are unreal out there. There's more than you can explore in even the 5 years I've been there. Like I have like probably 10 resorts within like 4 are within like 30 minutes of me, and then the rest are probably like 45. So there's unlimited ripping to be had.
Lance majored in ripping and minored in dipping.
No, it's so fun. Like,
When's the
That's-
dipping come into play?
I don't know. It's nice being like so close because there's so many times that you'll go up there, check it out for like a lap or two, and then the snow will kind of be shit, and you'll like go home. But like you still got out in the mountains for the day, and it's not like you have to go drive an hour and a half to Holiday Valley and then get like every penny you can out of like your trip there. You
Sure.
know? I know Brandon Mang actually is living kind of a similar life to me because he's like the park manager at Holiday Valley now.
He is truly.
Oh,
ripping
shit.
Yeah, he's
it.
building-
Somebody
yeah, he's,
snapped
like,
him
building-
pounding beers on the lift.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. And they'll be like, yeah, no. We go really hard in Utah on the mountain.
Mang was listening last time. Shout
There's some-
out to Mang if he was listening.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
he actually was on the side of the road. He stopped after one of our shows. So
Oh, no shit.
yeah,
Was it the one you guys did last time?
I think
No.
that was the last time Brandon Baggs was on. So that was a while ago.
Love you, Mang.
Hell yeah. But
I left your football over there for comfort. I didn't know if
Oh, it's part of the set here.
No, it's aesthetic for
Ball
sure.
talk prop.
as Vince was saying, that Ball Talk and the Joe Show are slowly converging into
Merger.
into Joe's balls. So
so
Joey
actually,
talks balls.
I think it's come to me pretty much what I was talking about with ripping and dipping is like I was gonna tell y'all you party like shit. So that's funny that I came across that with snowboarding, but
oh shit,
the mountains there are filled with shenanigans. Like people are partying on the mountain all the time. There's like tons of cabin parties that you like. It'll be ski out style, like so you just like go up on the mountain and pretty much not leave until the end of the next day.
not to cut you off, but we got a lot of comments coming in already. I didn't even notice.
Oh, yeah.
So I got just watched to see the streetlights change. If you can see in the background, the streetlights.
It's Ransomville, baby.
Yep.
Soak it in.
Park City in all caps from Ben Patterson. Thank you, Heather, Jeff Greer,
It's our amateur scout again, Ben Patterson.
He's still
Nick
out there in the
Sirianni,
field.
Mikey Nashwinner, Aaron Rampado. What's going on? Christiana Cavada. Hello. You must be really
Wow.
bored.
That's a name I haven't heard in
There's
forever.
Eric Rudolph says, "Yo, Lance is back, doing
Yeah.
Ransomville things with his Ransomville
The
friends."
rude boy.
The rude
boy.
Rubbing is racing.
One in Rome.
Is this the second coming of Christ? That's Ben Patterson again.
Oh man.
Stoner
Lots of
Jesus has
Jesus
risen.
jokes.
Oh, I've come to walk on weed and turn water into wine.
Jason Mock says he wishes he could see you, Lance. You can see him now. What are you doing?
No doubt. If anybody wants to come and stop by and like say some goodbyes, I've been trying my best to see everybody throughout this trip, but I still didn't even get to like see, like some of my really good friends yet, and it's over.
The best ones are waiting back home for you. Well, a couple
the
of
homeboys, the homeboys.
A couple of good men out there
So
right now.
wild having them there. It's fucking awesome.
Michael Carmer,
Shout
thank you
out,
for joining.
Love you, Garrett. Love you, Austin.
I think I saw Trisha Manchester. Are you old enough to watch this, sweetheart? I don't know if...
Get out of there.
Oh,
Get out.
fact check. Where's the fact check?
Fact
check, yeah. Check Facebook.
We got our Matthew Crawley on fact check.
Restricted content. 'Cause it's actually going to probably get a
We
little
need your
gnarly.
mother's permission to be here.
Yeah.
Pretty much most of the things left on the list are extremely drug related.
R-rated.
And not just like light drug use.
You were talking outside about the train. Let's get into some crazy stories about just some general ripping.
All right.
Still ripping.
So I don't know. A lot of people know of Burning Man. Not a lot of people probably know of like how. So Burning Man has regional networks in every state, and they do regional do smaller versions of Burning Man in most states. And there's actually quite a few on the Great Lakes.
Really?
There's a few in Ohio, I think, or there's one in Ohio. I think there's one in Michigan. And there's one that's right on the Great Lakes in the middle of fucking winter.
Oh my
and
god!
somebody told me about it, and it sounds really
Freezing
aggressively fun. Yeah,
Freezing, man.
it sounds gnarly, but like pretty fun because that's I don't know. The extreme environment is kind of part of Burns.
That'll be
I
our
love that.
that'll be our festival around here.
What's up,
Sponsored
Dylan?
by RPD.
Ben says he's coming back, so lock
Might
the
as
fucking
well.
door.
Oh, lock up your daughters,
Oh,
lock
fuck.
up your wives.
E11 this year was pretty gnarly. We have one of the biggest sound camps. So Burning Man is a collective. There's no like stage that you go to. Like different people will be assigned to having different size camps based on your ability to do that. And
Okay.
so we have like one of the biggest sound camps at E11.
What is E11? What did you
It's
say?
Utah. Oh, E11 is Utah's regional burn.
Okay,
So it's their regional Burning Man.
so Utah
And-
just got the most like hippies, pretty much, to get this thing going.
We have a lot of hippies. We have thousands of people like me that have traveled to the mountains specifically for like action sports, but
I've been to the desert on a horse with no name.
felt good to be. But that's E11's. It's pretty wicked. Yeah, it's a bunch of hippies. Absolutely. I mean, you've seen videos of Burning Man, so you can imagine. I mean, just like a chunk of that. But this year, we got pretty aggressive.
Speaking
I
of
think
aggressive, dude, we just got offered $100 to shave your head.
Moo.
Not
No
worth it.
way.
Far
Dude,
too aggressive.
No, that's too much for me.
I want to smoke his hair. That's what I want to do. I
Would
want
you do
to
it for
Well,
1,000?
apparently
You'll
Tim
probably
O'Dean's
get lit.
cats want to eat my hair. I woke up to Tim's
Well,
cat
yeah.
eating my hair on the couch.
It's probably fucked up for life now.
Would you shave it for 1,000?
Let's start it up. Start throwing in
Start
the
the
money.
bidding here,
For
people.
1,000?
Start the bidding.
We'll start
I would
with just the
consider
law.
that. I
1,000
actually
is where the consideration starts.
Yeah, no.
I'll add
1,000
another
is where the
100. We're up to
consideration-
$200.
That's
From
some expensive hair. I dig it.
who gets the money?
What about
We'd
you,
have to
Crowley?
have
You
the
got
cash.
some
We'd have to
over
have
there.
the
there.
cash on the table. Yeah,
Not a
we'd have to
million.
have at least
Joe's thinking
1,000.
business
The whole
mind.
amount of
Who's
money will
getting
do
that
it.
money?
Yeah. Make a 10% donation to the Joe Show or something.
Hey,
No.
all right, I'll throw in 100. There we go. We're up to 300 right
Joe's
now.
gonna
Oh,
shave his
God.
balls. Start
I don't
Better-
know.
you people better get in your
I'm
cars if
single,
you're
so
serious.
I don't have to shave.
the GoFundMe.
Never mind. When I was with the girls,
that
I didn't
was
shave my
about to go
balls.
off track,
I
yeah.
never shave these fucking things.
Joe putting hair tonic on his balls, trying to get more hair.
We need more.
It's not hairy enough.
Oh my god,
Jungle of Love.
my dick looks like the fucking mushroom character from Mario Kart spun out into a fucking thicket of briar patch.
The old
man.
button in a fur
Yeah,
coat.
the-
Jesus, R.I.P. Toad.
So yeah. Anyway, so
Yeah.
keep the offers coming, and maybe we'll do it. I only have a
Um,
little buzzer. So what's up, Tom?
So everything within like a Burning Man community is gifted. There's no like vendors or anything like that. You have to either trade, like barter, or like things are gifted.
Okay.
And it goes through. Our burn goes from Wednesday until Sunday. So it's like a decently lengthy event in the desert. It's like in the middle of the desert, like no shade or anything.
Oh,
so
shit.
it's a pretty self-reliant event.
Right.
Pretty different climate there during the day and the night, right?
Yeah,
it's
it's
pretty
like
cold at night.
Yeah, it does. It was
cold.
really chill at E11 this year, but it was hot. It's been really hot. It was 105 during the day, and it was like I'd say 60s at night.
Well, that's not bad.
So it was
during the day that's brutal.
Yeah,
But
no,
at night that's pretty
it's
good.
not as bad as you would think though, because it's
Dry heat.
Yeah. Exactly. There's
the
no
humidity. Is
humidity.
what gets you.
Hmm.
Okay, so it's changing up a bit. I got Count Me In for 50 from Tom Clark, and then Nick upped it with I'll give you. He did the old fucking Yuma 310 or 310 to Yuma thing. He said I'll give you each 100 if you shave his head anyway. So
Oh, am I gonna have
Lance,
to run?
yeah.
Turn us against each other.
We're up at 400 to split now.
Now I thought Corey was listening from the beginning, but he's asking when are you leaving. He's got to leave at 3 a.m. God
Pay
damn it.
attention, Corey.
God
Yeah.
damn it. All he cares about is his fucking
It's
laptop
all
being
over.
Dick
better.
out of your ears,
So-
Corey.
One hand on his dick, one hand on his phone.
So sad. Man, but you guys got to come out and see me next time.
Oh, fuck.
Are you guys all living together out there, or is it just
What
close?
is the
No.
Garrett Austin situation right now?
Austin and Garrett live just like probably 10 blocks north of me.
Oh, so-
And they found a really good deal actually. They're renting like a fully furnished 2-bedroom Airbnb on like a monthly basis for like $1,000 a month. Which is like
Damn.
I don't know, that's really cheap, especially like they're like across the street from like one of our like more popular like city parks.
Oh, shit.
So
Did Garrett get the pizza job?
Garrett got the pizza
Here we
job.
go. Shout out,
Oh
Garrett.
yeah.
Man, working man.
Yeah.
Oh, and he got his food stamps today.
Milk
Yeah,
that
no.
government.
I was so excited. I like told him, I was like, dude, if you can fuck the government and take their money, do it. Because I got food stamps when I first moved to Utah and had no
What's up,
job.
Brian Graham?
And
We were rocking
They-
the
Matt
super
Hoffman,
Targets out
thank
there.
you.
Yup.
They had groceries with them, yeah.
oh yeah.
Corey called us a
They give you way
fuckhead,
too much
and
money.
he's like, I had to hook up my headphones. I'm at work, fuckhead. So, oh, boo-hoo. Yeah, are you a pizza boy with food stamps? I didn't fucking think so. So shut your goddamn mouth. All right.
What I aspire to be someday. Pizza delivery guy with some food stamps. Love you, Garrett.
Racking the income.
Love you, Garrett. Just throw that in there.
Yeah, no. So E11, we'll just wrap that up real quick. We'll just dive right into the story. So it goes Wednesday through Sunday. Sunday we have a lot to break down. We have like a 20-foot tall like open ply structure that we've built. We have like a big like 3-sided shade structure around that. That's probably like 100 feet by 100 feet by 100 feet.
God
And then-
damn.
Yeah, it's big. And then, so we have like loads to break down. We have a whole sound system. My friends built this sound system. It's pretty badass.
Nice.
They're called Camp Catalyst. Shout out to the guys. So Saturday night comes around, and we all just started getting retarded. Of course, it's the last day. Everybody brings way too many drugs, and then everybody is like, let's gift these to everybody. And everybody that you come up to, they're like, hey, how's it going? You want some blow? And you're like, fuck yeah, I want some blow. Next person's like, oh, I've got MDA. You're like, oh, yep, I'm going to do that too. Okay, oh, I've got the most fire Molly. I'm like,
Kids don't
bring
do
it
drugs.
in. It's like, yeah, like a
Take
couple
notes,
hits of acid too on top of that. And then like, my friend gave me some ketamine, and we were just like,
Holy
we were
fuck.
obliterated.
Actually,
We were just
kids
like,
do drugs.
we were like 4-dimensional at that point. And like,
Drop out of school and do drugs.
my friend,
Immediately.
my
Now.
friend Jody, who
Now.
is actually part of the Goblin Cali Keg
Where's Jody?
Extravaganza.
Whoa, let's get
That guy is a fucking riot. He
Goblin
likes.
Valley Keg Extravaganza. I
Oh
like
yeah,
it.
my friend Jody goes to that as well. But he likes the shenanigans as well. He comes up to me like earlier Saturday and was telling me the story about the night previous that they like stole the Pirates golf cart, and I was like sick. I was like, dude, if you guys do that again, let me know, because like I don't know, we've gotten ridiculous together before. And sure enough, I'm standing there at probably like 4:30 in the morning on the Pirates dance floor, which is like way across the playa from where our camp is. And I'm like standing there dancing, and like Jody taps me on the shoulder and he's like, "It's happening." And I was like, "Oh shit, yes!" Like run over, and he's like, he's just getting the jank train pulled up to the golf cart, which is like this random hand cart train that this group, the Jank Stars, build. And it goes to Burning Man. It's like it's been all over the place, but it's like pretty broken at this point. It's pretty fucked up. But we hooked that to that, and then me, my friend, like a group of like 10 of us, like jump on this shit. We grab the Pirates flag, and then we bounce. We're like, peace, bitches! It's like the last thing they saw. And like, we just went on a rampage. We were going into every single person's sound camp and just like driving straight into the center of their dance floor. We'd all jump out and like look for like, I don't know, like their totem or something like that, and we'd like run over and like take that, and we'd like rip away, and people would be like running after us.
Holy shit! I thought these were supposed to be like peaceful events.
People are all drugged up. Thinking it's a
Burning Man
hallucination.
any burn gets like super shenanigan-y. Like
What's
as
up,
long as you don't
Marissa?
like destroy somebody's shit, like if you don't like break it, like
Start fighting
it's
people.
alright, like
It's borrowing. It's
or like
bartering.
return it. Yeah, it's like borrowing. You know? It's bartering.
Dude,
it's like, hey,
people,
I'm taking this.
people are pissed about the food stamps thing. Our whole right wing crew of Nick Sirianni, Corey Lasher, and Tom Clark are
Hardworking gents.
pissed.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they are mad.
Oh, fuck the
Shout out to
government.
not working.
Yo, yeah, right, dude. Get mad over what? Dude, we pay taxes to fucking utilize that shit, and like everybody else is like banking off it all the time while we bust our asses. And like if you have an opportunity where you're like making very low income or you're like unemployed, like why would you not jump on that? But I will definitely admit that's one of the most abused systems in America. They were giving me and Wolf retardedly too much money. Like I was eating good.
What's up, Uncle Jesse?
The Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of
But yeah,
Wolf
no,
of
like
SLC.
Wolf of
seriously, you're
EBT.
paying into that your whole life. If you ever have the opportunity to take a second and use it, fucking do it. Because every fucking, you know what, in the hood is fucking ripping it up.
You still
Fuck
see
them.
Lancelot? Or do you still see Lancelot? Wolf?
Yeah. I do and I don't. He's got his little woman now, and they're
Right.
like they live a little bit further south. They have their own house together.
That's cool.
But yeah, no, I still like try to hang out with Wolf when I can.
Still in the general area.
Yeah, no, he's
that's
only
cool.
like probably like 25 minutes south of me.
I was telling, I think Drew the other night when we were walking late at night. I remember one night, had to have been 2012. Me and Connor were walking through town. We see you and Wolf in the yard at like 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, they had the
There's
double.
a cop over there watching you guys.
What do you got?
Just waiting for you to step off that property.
Oh yeah, we're rolling dick.
Oh yeah, some of them are lighting all up. Like, cops never seen that shit in Ransomville.
Oh,
No.
They don't know
Too
what
much
they're
for
looking
them.
at.
Yeah, didn't know whether or not to come on the property or not.
You have more cold ones?
Fire them up.
Oh fuck you.
We got Tom Clark. Use your brain and get a better job. Don't burn your brain up on drugs.
Tom,
Easier said than done, Tom.
like to see the capacity of your
Shots
brain.
Oh, fucking shots fired indeed.
Love you, Tom.
Oh, we might
Tom,
have-
I got a friend that wants you to make a cornhole board set up for them.
Wow.
So yeah, we'll talk.
They should YouTube that shit.
Yeah, but Tom's like a carpenter, you know.
Oh, I know.
Well, you
He
could
would,
probably
make, he would make
corn-
a really nice cornrow hole, I bet. Cornhole
We were
board.
talking about cornhole earlier. We
were.
don't cover that sport here.
Not yet,
All right.
but it is a professional sport.
There's
That-
going to be a Ransomville team soon.
How about
We
Froth?
got-
we
all
talk
right.
Froth over here.
We got way off topic.
Fuck Froth.
Hey, we're gonna
I'm
jump
sorry.
right
I
back in.
didn't mean to yell at you like
This is
that, man.
Lance's show.
Yeah, no. Actually, we got way off topic. Let's jump back in. So, we're ripping around in the golf cart, and then we go over to our like my camp, and we steal this cute sign, which was like our totem from. It's like a light up sign that just says cute, and that was like our totem for Oregon Eclipse. We stole that, and then our friends made this like mannequin that like. They like pulled the mannequin in half, and they like installed this crazy umbrella as like this weird skirt. And then at the ends of all the points of the umbrella, there was like these 3D printed cocks, and they like wired it all up with these crazy solenoids. And then you put a bottle of vodka in its head, and the skirt would like spin around and like shoot fucking vodka out of the dicks.
Out of the dicks.
Dude,
Future,
yeah.
people. This is the future. We're
This is
talking
like
about.
no, yeah. You guys need to learn how to party because we make some wild
We're
shit out
playing
there.
beer pong out here. We got
we're-
beer pong. You ever heard of beer
It's a
pong?
flip cup.
You ever heard of flip cup?
You need to start building sound systems, start building mannequins that shoot vodka out their dicks. Like, so this guy blew over in the middle of the day and broke, and we were all devastated because our friends like spent a long time building this, and we
How many cocks were on this thing? Would you say?
Probably like 20. Like 20 3D printed cocks that were all different colors, different lengths. Some of them were like this big around and like this long.
My God.
Some of them were like this big around and like this long. It was so
Stumpy
funny.
ones.
Yeah.
Covered the spectrum for
It
everybody.
just got sloppy.
Everybody.
Yeah,
that-
so everyone felt comfortable. Like, oh, this is a cock I
Oh,
can.
there's one for me. You know?
Yeah.
Cock for everyone.
Nick typed in, "You're no better than the retards you just said take advantage of the system." Well, he kind of said that when he wrapped it up. He's like, so he did. If we could go back, we can't because it's live. He justified it. He said he kind of admitted that already, Nick. So lay off, all right?
I find it so funny. I'm in a conservative town. I drop anything about food stamps, and it's like a huge debate. What the fuck? You guys have way better shit to be worrying about.
I know. We get a tax return.
But yeah, no. So we end up that guy broke, and then our friend Camille ended up putting a bottle of whiskey in the bottom half of the mannequin, and that got dragged around our dance floor the entire night, and people were doing shots out of this bottom half of a mannequin, and we named him Jameson because he was a whiskey bottle essentially. We stole that. We had that on top of the truck. Oh no, we stole that. We're ripping around in deep playa on this golf cart, just like bouncing around. I like fell off of the like jank train at like 20 miles an hour, like straight to my face. And then I'm getting up off the ground, and I look up, and our friend Colson is literally coming up like clapping gears, double clutching in the fucking water truck, like a big, like the water truck that they'd water the track with at Ransomville Speedway.
Right.
Yeah.
A big truck. And we stole the water truck, and like there's probably 10 of us like hanging onto the roof of this thing for like dear life. There's like 5 people in the cab just like squeezed in, and we just raked havoc on like E11 for the rest of the night. We like would find like the most peaceful hippie camp and just like rip in and like blare the horn and like turn on the water sprayers. We like soaked this whole crew of people that were just like sitting on a like mat like smoking DMT at like it was light out at this point. It was 6 a.m.
You're like the
probably.
Roman empire of the fucking hippies. Like just going. You're Alexander the Great. Just going
Fast
from
and
each.
loud,
Just fucking
This
going to
takes-
each camp, just destroying
This takes
everything.
a team.
This takes a team.
An army.
We got Aaron asking if that's Dave Grohl. I think Kyle Lacey made that.
No way, dude. A lot of people. That's actually the most common one I get is David Grohl.
Yeah, I think.
And I actually kind of I agree with that one. I'm
Now
like,
we're
damn,
getting-
that's pretty cool. Like, fuck yeah.
Now we're getting
Been rocking
boo
pretty
this
close,
man,
it's all up to
boo.
Boo this man.
Nick Sirianni is booing you.
Yes, he will.
It's,
Love you, Nick, but we know
It's
you're
alright.
going to do it.
It's all right. It's all right.
it's okay, but I won't boo you, man. I love you. I love having you on here.
But yeah, no, we all burnt our fuses out. I ended up passing out in the Pirates camp at like probably 7 a.m, and I like wake up in like the blistering sun in a camp chair, and I'm like, oh fuck, dude, I need water. I like start walking back to my camp, and I just got my head down, and I like look up, and the fucking I like didn't remember any of this because I just woke up and was just like, man, I need water, I need to go, and like I start walking across the playa, and I like look up, and the water truck's still sitting in the middle of the open playa with the pirate flag just stuck onto it. And like, yeah, all of a sudden, everything came back, and I was just like, oh my god, like, we
made
it.
some enemies.
Yeah, no, I don't know, with only like, I'd say there's 1,500 or 2,000 people at E11, and Burning Man is 70,000.
Holy shit!
So it's the second largest city in Nevada for 1 week of the year.
God damn.
So I'm only imagining this is going to be my first year. I've done the regional burn 2 years in a row now, and been like a part of a big theme camp. And yeah, I can only imagine what kind of shenanigans Burning Man is going to bring.
Yeah.
I just
Hopefully
hope I
we'll
don't
get that story
Hope
too.
I don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
When's Desert Hearts? That's coming up?
Desert Hearts was
Whoa.
in Desert Hearts was in the end of May.
What's up,
Oh,
Steph?
that already happened?
Yeah, Garrett actually, he like came out and visited last year, and he like started listening to Desert Hearts.
He's
And
the
he-
one who introduced me to him.
Yeah, and he told me straight up, he's like, I'm gonna come out and be there before Desert Hearts. I'm gonna go to Desert Hearts with you guys. And he bought tickets as soon as they dropped. And yeah, me and Garrett did a festival together, like literally weeks after he moved out. and that was
Fresh.
actually really awesome. No, it
Still
was,
in Nomad Zone. You know, he was traveling and trying to just get wild.
yep.
Any good stories from that with Garrett?
Oh man, Desert Hearts is super lit. It's a collective out of San Diego of techno and house DJs. We're actually pretty good friends with them. Oh, I don't have my hearts on right now. I usually have like Desert Hearts necklaces on. But yeah, no, they're a bunch of really badass dudes that have been blowing up over the past few years. It's actually starting to get too expensive for us to like throw parties for them.
We got Corey Lasher saying, the only problem I have is there's absolutely no reason G-Mac can't work and feed himself. He just doesn't want to. Well, he is working. He's a pizza man.
He's working now. Yep.
He
was working before. He
just got a job. Yeah, he was working for the post office for like a long time.
He was a government
Saved
man
up his
for a
money,
little bit.
moved out to Utah, and then it was like doing a little bit of traveling.
What's up,
And
Jeff?
then
Thanks for joining.
Now he's to the point now where I think he has no
Is that
money.
Pike?
He's got himself
No,
a
Roger.
job, and he needs a little assistance. So what the fuck, dude? That kid has paid some taxes already.
Yeah.
I mean,
Garrett putting that he was Hispanic on one of his forms to get more money. I forget which one it was.
Oh my god! He did that. He did do that.
Spending some extra time out in the sun to get that
He's
nice
got that
Hispanic
sweet
tone.
pizza
oh my god.
It's a Macintosh move there.
Yeah, we're really not helping G-Mac's case at all.
Oh,
right
we got
now.
a Ben here. Ew.
Whatever.
Oh.
Stir it up, Venus.
Hey.
Oh, I'm drawing them in like flies.
Fucking A. Well, fucking stirring the pot here. God damn. Welcome to the Joe Show. If you're just tuning in, we are stirring up the pot for sure. What's your take on Social Security and people fraudulently using it?
How
Is
do
that
you
a
feel
word?
about drugs?
Is that what it says?
Fraudulently.
Is that what they asked?
No, it's just what
Oh.
they're...
Yeah, no.
What's up, Timmy? Tim Saby on board now?
Yes,
What up,
CB.
Tim?
There's times when you move
Wash
to a new
pot,
city
don't boil.
with like zero money, and you spend all your money on housing, and then you gotta fucking ask for some assistance.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's right. No, it's-
Nothing wrong with getting a little
Try
help.
moving to a new city and see what happens. Do it.
yeah, it's not like he's sitting here doing it. He moved all the way to fucking Utah to start a new life and shit like that. So I can see, where he needs the help.
Even
So,
if he was
Like
here, God bless him.
but yeah, it's
Well,
his
that's what
fucking
those systems
choice.
are for, and like you said, they're abused regularly. But like when you're in a tough spot, if you were hardworking before, like there's nothing wrong.
It's
Yeah,
nice that
Garrett
it's
worked for
there.
the post
The
office for a
assistance,
long
yeah.
time. He came to Utah with $10,000 in his pocket.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, granted, he lived at home and didn't have any bills, but it's probably easy to say that much money. But I mean,
It's the Ransomville way.
yeah. Nah,
That's the way.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
They're just fierce about that. I mean,
So- Sick. We
this
wrapped
is
up
a
the
comedy
11.
show, guys. This is a comedy show.
Goblin Valley Kegger. Goblin Valley Keg Extravaganza. It's an event. Some homies started in high school.
No, this
A
isn't
long
why you
time
pay
ago.
so much in taxes from Garrett. Okay, it's other motherfuckers. Okay, will you calm the fuck down, everybody?
Have you walked
Are you
around
serious?
Niagara Falls?
Seriously, it's not just Garrett. They bring up one fucking person, and this is how you're gonna turn it. You wouldn't even understand how the tax bracket worked if it was on your fridge anyway. Okay, so go fuck off about it.
Go walk around Niagara Falls or like the South Towns of Buffalo.
Jesus Christ. No, that's not where your fucking tax money's going
Guys are
to.
getting
Holy
Joe all worked
shit.
up.
Your tax money is going into politicians' pockets.
Oh, God, now we got this.
Steer away.
We don't
Oh,
want
man.
this.
Yeah, no, let's just stop this. We're not here to talk about politics. We're here to talk about
We're gonna rip.
drug-loaded
We're gonna rip it and
experiences.
dip it or whatever. Okay,
Yeah,
God,
ripping and dipping.
fucking damn it!
We're
You guys
ripping
apparently need to
and/or
snowboard
dipping.
a little bit more.
Do some drugs with us.
Buy a
God damn.
buy a fucking
There should be
surfboard.
fucking shot money grubbing cunts get a motherfucking job. He's got a job.
Who, me?
Matt Crawley joined. Thanks for joining. No, not you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've been a carpenter for.
Yeah. What's up, Justin Dritchell? I'll never watch the Joe Show again. They support this nonsense. All right, go fuck yourself. All right. God damn it.
Oh man,
We're killing your views.
recluse
Nah,
little asshole.
I did a story that covered fucking everything, all the way to a city called fucking Nigger Rapids and how wrong that was, okay? So we do everything, okay? Would you mind it? It's not that we fucking support one thing or another. It's a show. It's an open forum.
It's a melting
Fucking
pot
get
here.
over it, all right? Fucking calm down, Mike Kramer. Hey, Joe, with Ray McDonald at work, Ray says nobody stirs the pot
Oh.
like penis la penis.
Dude, wait, what?
What? I don't know what penis la penis is.
Wait, Chris McDonald? Is that what he said?
Ray McDonald.
Oh, Ray McDonald, right on. Dude, Chris McDonald's fucking learning how to kite surf right now. I
Damn.
saw on Facebook.
You guys got something to say about
like-
fucking kite surfing?
Yeah, I was like, fuck yeah, dude. That's what you guys should be doing.
Matt Crawley's a fucking pilot now. So.
Yeah, I know. Fuck yeah.
Let's bring him in here and talk about flying. Let's do some of that.
Getting high.
Hey, Andrew Davidson just
Literally.
joined. Thanks for joining the room.
Yeah, I was just trying to see what it looked like. See if the feed's going.
I'm gonna
well.
join too on my
I
phone.
know.
Good idea, dude.
I'll admit it's a little.
There's gonna be
Let's get those.
there's gonna be 4 people in this room. I'm gonna be like, all right, we're doing okay. And it's just us.
Yeah, we're cheating. Yeah. Cookie.
We gotta. Yeah,
Dave
no.
Evans, what's up, brother? Kike surfing.
Oh, that's aggressive.
Sign me
That's
up.
Tom
I
Clark
have a
right there.
bunch- yeah. I have a
Who's
bunch
the
of Jewish friends.
Who's the fellow long hair in the middle? Oh, Jeff Rogers, a long hair man himself. That's Lance. That's Lance LePoint. That's the guy who's
Oh.
leaving us.
I've been
So
gone
we're
for 5 years.
Joe, we got a ball talk update. Mia Khalifa, the famous porn star,
Ooh,
needs
needs
surgery
surgery.
after hockey puck ruptures breast implant at Capitals game.
Oh!
At a
Come
Capitals
on!
game.
Oh,
Wow.
that titty couldn't handle that puck.
Dude, hopefully that shit ends up on Pornhub.
I'd watch that.
That's just what you're into. Jeff, that's Lance. Okay, well, thanks for helping out, Corey. Yeah, so Drew's watching even while he's on the show. Yes, that's what everyone here is doing, Corey. Everyone's in the room right now. Let's see, are we,
What's going on in here, Lance? You got something special in there?
got
I want to see
some...
the
Yeah.
comments mostly for myself.
What's up?
What do you remember?
Yeah, no. Let's rip into Goblin Valley Keg Extravaganza. So I have a bunch of friends that have been doing this event outside of Goblin Valley, which is Goblin Valley State Park
Lord have mercy.
in Utah. Oh yeah, it's a
Lord
high
have
test.
mercy.
Oh,
It's a high test.
that premium?
What is that?
Yeah. What's up?
What do you mean?
It's probably like 90%.
Let's get it 100.
Yeah.
You fly with that, don't you?
Yeah.
Hello, Katie. Thank you for
Yeah.
joining us. It's been a fucking shit show. Hello, Ashley. Thank you for joining. If you just tuned in, you just missed a quick meltdown about fucking taxes and where they go and
God.
how Connor fucking, or not Connor, fucking
Like
Garrett
talking
McIntosh.
about Burning Man, and
is-
we like.
I know we were on Burning
into a
Man, and
debate.
fucking Garrett McIntosh is just single-handedly
Fuck.
destroying this country.
It's all
with-
Garrett's fault. It's all on Garrett.
Everyone was
Most
just
humble
so
guy.
fucking
He's
pissed. If you
so-
want, look
so
back in the
humble.
comments, you can see.
Gee,
But
love.
sorry for that meltdown I had
Love's
there,
got
everyone.
nothing
I
but
just-
love. You should
We all
see
love
his
Garrett.
dance moves.
Shout out Lance Romance.
I would love to see his get.
No one-
Fuck you.
no one the
Dude,
nickname?
Garrett's
Dude,
a
I know that guy
dancer.
doesn't
Is
even
he
know
good?
Lance,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he said
Get a
Lance
couple
Romance.
drinks in him,
Follow you on
get him some
YouTube,
house
'cause that's your
music, and he's
YouTube
about
channel.
it.
I love it.
Well, he's
just
like a 40-year-old man. I don't
Heard about his wild time in
Shout
Mexico
out Jeff for
down
knowing
there.
that.
Shout out Jeff for-
Getting wet and wild.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, hello, Jordan. Thank you for joining.
Love
so,
you, Jordan.
what's going on? Where are we?
All right.
Sorry,
we're
I
at the
blacked out.
Yeah, we're at the kegger. So
At the kegger.
I have a bunch of homies that have been in high school. They came up with this idea to do like a kegger out in the middle of the desert. It's outside of Goblin Valley State Park. And
Where'd that
yeah.
get its name?
That's not a nickname. That's just
Fact
a
check,
thing.
Crowley.
goblins are basically these like dirt mound. They're like crazy
Oh, okay.
sandstone structures that are like they're basically a giant rock like sitting on top of a small pillar.
Okay.
And like there was actually a big controversy, like these Mormon fucking Boy Scout troop leaders like decided it
That's
was
the
a good
gayest
idea
thing
to
I've ever heard.
like film them pushing them over, and like it blew up like about destroying the land and shit.
Oh shit.
But yo, what up, boy? How's it going, dude?
Ben Patterson just
Carl.
fucking walked in.
Back here, everyone.
So
Dude,
How are ya?
and no, so you can't.
There we go. It's a double.
Utah's liquor laws are strict enough that you can't buy kegs in Utah.
okay, that's
Um,
right.
We
so-
talked about that last time with like.
Yeah,
the
so
site for-
they drive
Wait,
down. The reason it's in Goblin Valley, I think, is because it's kind of a good bounce back point between going to Colorado and getting kegs, and then coming back and going down
we
into
gotta
the
do a
desert.
Crosby run.
Okay.
So they started this. Next year, I think, will be the 10th one they've thrown. So 10 years ago now, and
Damn.
this is the sickest party. It is literally just a conglomerate of tons of friends, and it just so happens like most of them are like pro skiers and snowboarders. They're like a bunch of badasses, but they like to party really hard. Everybody brings their dirt bikes, like their mountain bikes, and they build a huge ass goblin that they end up burning. And there's like 4 ice. They figured out this whole technique of like putting kegs in these like barrels that are like vacuum sealed, and they can like bounce through the fucking desert with these kegs and show up, and they're not foamy at all. They're just like ice cold, like Sierra Nevada, just like in the middle of the desert, and
That
like
was
they.
wild. Just putting signs to work there.
Like the
And
water
this-
from the glacier and Water Boys.
Right? And they've been doing this for a long time, and there's quite a few people that show up. Year before last, they had like a Facebook event page for it, and there was probably like 350 people at this party in the middle of the desert, which is like 5 hours south of Salt Lake, or four and some change. So it's like a lot of people that can like kind of get together
Right.
in one place.
Especially out in the desert.
So you said something about bounce, which triggered what you guys were talking about earlier. You said last fall that
the bounce house?
off the
Oh.
boulevard that got picked up and
There was a big windstorm at the corn maze.
Yes.
On
Right off the
and
boulevard.
There was a bounce house full of kids that
That shit's
got
fucking
swept
crazy.
towards the highway with a bunch of concerned parents trailing. What in the fuck?
Sandy quote. Screams
Holy
heard from
shit.
Amherst all the way to Ransom.
did anyone die in that?
No, no one was
No,
harmed.
just,
Really?
just
Yeah,
recklessness.
it didn't make it into the highway, thank God. That's then it would have been nothing to laugh at then.
Right.
But little
Timmy
kids
broke
just
his
loving
arm,
it,
it's
thinking it's
fine,
the best
like-
ride they've
was,
ever
it,
been on.
was it Lance? It's like that thing had to be so loud, just
Like
like
screaming.
screaming. Just like,
Mommy.
Oh my
oh
god.
man, you know
That would
that
be crazy.
like that one dick that's just like an adult, but like, yo, I could still be in the bounce house. He's just in it too, like, fuck, man, just fucking shit.
Just taking kids out.
Big old sweaty man.
Just taking-
I'm picturing like Along Came Polly, the face into the sweaty chest of R.I.P. Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah, you're good, man. Along Came Polly reference. I didn't think I'd see the day where that would come along on this show. Oh, okay. Let's see. We got Cody
Andrew's a movie
Coverwell.
buff for sure.
Dude, that motherfucker was in the air too. So
Yeah.
that was some Corey last year.
He knows.
How high in the air? Does anyone know how
Shit
like
got
what
me.
how like
Yeah, what are the stats? Crowley stats?
stats? Yeah, fact check.
Just Googling for the
How
rest of the
far
night.
did this fly?
Kids flying through air in bounce house.
It's just like all over the globe. Like this is happening. Just
Right. Just finds 100 videos.
like shit.
It's global warming.
Don't no
No,
nothing
no.
controversial
It's a
anymore.
joke. Fuck.
It's a joke.
Yeah, the Illuminati did it.
It is Chris Andrzejczyk's birthday for another hour, so it's
Oh,
Chris
yeah,
Andrzejczyk?
what's up,
Yeah.
Oh,
chemtrails?
happy birthday.
Dude, yeah. Oh, chemtrails.
Dude,
His
I
fucking fluoride-covered brain is just
Yeah,
obsessed.
shout out Chris, happy birthday.
Yeah, I want to actually see Chris. Shout out if anybody
He's working.
knows that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see. Yeah, I didn't get to see Chris, the Lashers. I didn't think I was going to be able to see Ben until just now. I didn't see Brandon Mang, which is like one of my good tight homies from back in the day. Yeah, no,
I barely
there's,
see Brandon Mann.
welcome.
He's
there's
busy
quite a
man.
there's quite a few people
Have
I
your
like
beer.
didn't get the chance to see, but I really did make the best of this week, I think. So I'm stoked.
Oh yeah, man. I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
I'm glad you made 2 appearances on here too,
Fuck
man.
yeah,
Fucking-
no. Tonight when I was like getting in the shower, I was like, oh man, I don't think I've got this in me. And like,
I'm glad you did, man.
Yeah, no, yeah.
A little peer pressure. It goes
Gotta
a
be,
long way.
yeah, a little peer pressure. Hey,
From a guy in a
have beer.
frosted.
Like, also, I needed to get my dad pen really bad.
Held a hostage, so you'd have to show up.
50
no.
feet.
50 feet.
So fact checker Crawley just added to
Whoa.
Corey's
My
thing.
God.
That bounce house was 50 feet in the fucking air. How did no one get hurt?
Damn.
Yo, Vince,
Nobody got hurt?
50 feet in the air that thing went. The bounce house.
Wow, that
Bounce
motherfucker
house?
is
Yeah.
bouncy.
Oh,
Damn, dude.
best ride of those kids' lives.
God
Probably all
damn.
just chained
Thank
together.
you for that, Matt.
They probably all just chained together.
You
think they had enough time to, like,
Teamwork. Oh, yeah, no, dude. Those
Oh,
little
right, there was
kids.
just like one like Tommy like Pickles of the group. Like
Yeah, exactly.
Just
Come on,
some dude,
gang.
like all right,
Hold hands.
yeah, just link arms. Just like-
Kids were like bingo balls in that thing. Fucking popcorn.
Dude, oh my god, that's so funny. But yeah, no, Goblin Valley Kegger is super badass. You guys need to like fucking.
Yeah, no.
You guys need to honestly try to team up better and just start some really wild shenanigans. Like,
I mean,
if people are not
others-
getting hurt, it's probably not a good enough time.
Well, these guys go to shows and get fucked up. You know, that's what the
That's-
Lashes do. So
No doubt, no.
and all
Shows,
those guys.
yeah, music is definitely a huge part of my life still.
That's why you guys. I loved when you ripped on them. When you guys went to Warp Tour.
It's the
We have
best
much
show.
higher production quality than that available.
Since we're on the music topic, best show you ever been to,
Best show I've ever been to.
or at least one of the best.
Well, I guess,
Let's do a round robin on this
man,
too.
I guess best small show.
You know what
All
I'm
right, I'll
talking about.
just say the best festival I've ever been to is Oregon Eclipse. That was unreal. It was a week long in like the forest in Oregon.
I'm talking music,
Or-
more like musical act focus, not like
Yeah, no, this
experience.
this was a big music festival, and I'd say that like that was my favorite because I got to see
Chris
a lot of random artists that I didn't think I was going to see, and then I got redemption on a few artists. If anybody knows who Dirtwire is, I'm like into a lot of jam bands and like
Dirtwire.
like I actually really love bluegrass. I'm huge into bluegrass, but I got one of my favorite moments of Oregon Eclipse was I like went and saw a few different artists at Red Rocks in Colorado at Red Rocks Amphitheater.
I was supposed to go there this year.
And they really,
Yeah,
it's
we were gonna see
worth the
311
trip,
there.
dude. It's so worth the trip. And at Red Rocks, I saw Dirtwire, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" And like they started playing, and I was like, "These guys are sick." They're like a 3-piece trio. They play really weird instruments with like extra like electronic stuff, like DJing going on in the background. But they put on a really, really nice show, and like it was like these crazy rolling thunderstorms when I was at Red Rocks, and they got rained out after like 2 songs, and I was like so butthurt. I was like, these guys are sick, and then they like didn't come back on. So I got redemption for them at Oregon Eclipse, and it was like one of my solo missions. We had a camp of probably like 45 or 50 people.
What the fuck? Is this a real thing? Remember going to Snoop Dogg with that cat?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yo, we were
Oh, yeah.
Eric Rudolph. Eric Rudolph said that.
Rude Boy was what? What
Well,
cat?
he's probably talking about with him.
With that. Oh, with that. Okay, so you mean
Oh,
like
that cat? Yeah,
like
he's
that
just
cat?
talking lingo.
Okay,
like,
yeah, he's kind of a cool
We
guy.
went to a couple Snoop shows back in high school.
2.
Yeah, we
Really?
went to 2.
Yeah.
That was
Jesus
some
Christ.
of
Those were so fun. Yeah.
the- as you can imagine.
And then I'd say my favorite show I've ever been to, just straight up show, was at Red Rocks.
I heard that's one of the nicest venues in the whole country. Just
Oh.
with the natural
shit.
acoustics off the
Aesthetically and
mountain.
everything,
Dude,
That
Corey-
and the
Corey
the
sent-
nature there.
Corey sent an image of that bounce house in the air.
Come on, Strike.
Whoa, that truly is 50 feet.
That can't be real. That can't be real.
That is fucking real. I don't know if that's
Some
real. That's even
lawsuits.
higher than 50 feet. That's a low ball of 50 feet.
She's cruising.
I'll try to see if.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work.
Turn your brightness down.
Oh,
Who knows if that's peak altitude too?
Dude, that's
What are the
insane.
stats on that bounce house and see what it can achieve?
Let's see. Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, no, I
That's
went.
the bounce
It's a bounce
house.
house full of kids flying through the air towards the highway. For those not listening.
No, I went to Red Rocks to see
Thank you, Corey.
Yonder Mountain String Band, and I didn't know who was opening up for them at the time, but it was Green Sky Bluegrass, and these are both bluegrass artists, but they're just some of the most killer musicians I
Jamie
think
Lee?
I've ever seen.
Banjo
in my
picking
life.
out
Oh
there?
yeah, banjos, mandolins,
Dirtwire
violins.
sounds like a gay porn star name. God
They
damn.
rip those fucking banjos. They can play so good.
Oh, they're so fucking
Fast
good.
as
And the
hell.
acoustics, because I had like gone to a few like electronic shows there, and it's like awesome. But the acoustics with string music, and they were all mic'd. They weren't direct input. And like with I don't know any like acoustic string instruments, I feel like mic'd. There's so much more depth than like fucking direct input.
Sure.
I've noticed it over the years, and yeah, no, it was amazing. It was like one of the best shows. They covered Green Sky Bluegrass honestly blew my mind. They covered Time by Pink Floyd.
Oh, shit.
And I typically get like really upset when people like cover like Pink Floyd or like Led Zeppelin
Yeah.
or like shit like that because it's like
Sacred Ground,
you're
yeah.
Sacred Ground. You're not doing it justice, dude.
Right.
Like
What
that's
about,
how I
like,
feel.
all the sound? Like, what about all the instrumentals and shit for Time? Like, how they covered that?
Oh, dude. Well, there's Green Sky Bluegrass is a pretty big piece band, but they did everything with
They got all the bells and whistles, literally.
Kind of. It was a little bit more simplistic, but it was like absolutely beautiful. It was like one of the only versions of one of those kinds of songs that I was just like, wow, like this is fucking amazing, and I'm like right here watching it. You know what I mean? I didn't find this shit on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
That was one of the most epic ones. And the nature at Red Rocks is like super comfortable with people. We were like walking up this path to like go and get in, and this doe and her baby walked out from a bush like 5 feet from us, and just like looked at us, like put their head down, like gnawed some grass, and just like kept walking. They didn't give a fuck.
Nibbled on
there's,
some
like-
drugs someone dropped previously.
Right? No, and then there's like a condor, like which are really fucking large birds, and he lives like up behind like where the amphitheater comes up, and like every once in a like great while, like maybe once every like 10 shows or something like that, he'll like come up out, and then he'll like fly out from his nest, but he'll like fly right up over the whole audience. And I was like standing there and I like see this like fucking pterodactyl up on the ridge, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And people are like, oh, it's the condor, and he like
The mighty
swoops up
condor.
under over the crowd, and I was just like blown away at how large this bird was. He was like, it looked like he was, I mean, I was tripping balls, but it looked like he was 15 feet wide. He was probably like,
This is all hearsay.
I'm assuming 10
Sound
feet
bite,
wide,
too.
It's just
Yeah.
a continuous
Like-
of
or like an 8-foot
Oh my
wingspan or
God,
something.
that's like look at how high that fucking thing is. up there.
50 feet is such a low ball.
Yeah,
That's
that's
like
gotta be
100.
higher.
Yeah, that's like 100 feet. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I would
Yeah,
say
I built very large homes for a living, and I've stood.
Seriously,
Look at the
How did it
trees
get
in the
up there?
background.
Like,
Oh,
I want to know, like...
with the
physically.
amount of battery life I have left with this thing, we probably
How
got
did-
about I'd say 20 minutes. So
Right on.
Keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, let's rip it.
So what was your best? You said we wanted to go around and say
Yeah, what
Thank
are
you.
you guys'
I gotta
best?
think. I don't even know.
Oh, you go, Joe.
Find it too
311. The only good thing that came out of my relationship
At-
with Miss Dunlap.
At Lewport? Or
Yeah.
Lewport, our park?
yeah,
Dunlap.
yeah.
Wait,
Katrina.
you dated Katrina?
Yeah.
Really? Since
You weren't here for that.
Yeah, I wasn't around for that, but that's interesting. I didn't even like see that on Facebook or anything. I don't think.
No, it was there.
Because lots of times I like see like I don't know. I'll get on Facebook.
There's still
and,
evidence.
like,
It's
look and, like,
disgusting.
see what people are up to, but like obviously a lot of shit's gonna like pass through my feed, especially with like a whole new group of friends that are like relevant to my
Right.
feed. You know.
I'll tell you what, I've seen 311 7 times or 8 times, and that was
Expert.
by far the worst venue I've ever seen. I'm like, easily
I just
the
thought they
worst
put on
one.
such a fucking excellent
yeah,
show,
it was still
dude.
good, but that venue is not made for bands like that. Like if I've seen them in
But they still did the
Columbus and
drum
Cleveland,
solo shit. Like fucking, it was
those
awesome.
venues, it gets wild. Like the
Yeah,
whole
like
crowd is
I saw
wild.
Donnie got a fucking black eye from a fucking pit at 311, and I'm like, oh shit, they fucking
One of the
You
older
smoke
ones.
still?
Not-
Yeah.
yeah. They get wild.
shit.
Assuming you don't.
What's that? Oh yeah,
Ben's a stoner.
one of those ones we saw in Columbus was one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Yeah, we
You
are
want-
live.
you
That's
want this?
that's just an East
It's,
egg.
it's alleged. It's not proven.
It's just an East egg.
What about you, Joe?
Just
It was 311. You said.
Yeah, I'd say Tool. I would want to say Tool, but they kind of fucking. They just. They,
I always
they
wanted
played
to
through,
see Tool.
They played through their
Sonically, that would
set
be
and
sick,
seemed
but
like
I
they
don't
didn't
know
want to
what's
be
going
there.
Maynard's
I've
not a
always
man of the
wanted to see
people.
Maynard.
No.
He's not a. That's one of my favorite bands, but he is not a man
More
of
of a
the people.
studio
Really.
band.
Oh no, my
more
boss saw
hearing it.
Maynard once, and he
Yeah.
literally sat in the back right corner behind the band and like sang everything from like the crouched ball.
Yeah, that's how he does like all his shit
Yeah.
mostly.
Yep.
Wow.
He's always doing some weird movements where he's like in the back, not facing the crowd, just like doing something weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if Danny Carey was the closest to his stage, like the drummer.
He's a beast.
Yeah, I know.
I'd have to say my favorite. We saw Lamb of God in 05, right after.
I'm about to.
What's
Lamb
that?
of
See,
God?
what's the one with Omerta on it?
The album.
Yeah,
Fucking.
New American God. No, that's earlier.
Just points. We need to know. Wikipedia.
I can picture the album cover with
Chad,
the
what's up,
fucking
brother?
chalice and the
Tool was
purple
the best
in the
show.
bar.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Jeff Rogers seen
Yeah.
Tool.
But we were front row for
Honestly,
that
can't
one,
remember the name of
and I had a black. Remember the skate company Black Label?
Mhm.
They have a song called Black Label, and I was wearing that shirt front row. And I think Randy must have seen it because I was the only dude in the whole crowd that he shook hands with. It's pretty cool.
That is
Oh, yeah.
badass.
That's sick.
And
You
then-
always
I've
luck
done
out
that
with shit
level.
like that. All right, brother.
That's sick.
But the Incubus concert at Darien Lake was really good too for a Darien Lake concert.
Yeah, didn't you get like a signed fucking poster out of the?
That was at 311.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, you always luck out, man.
That's one of my most prized possessions I have. 311's
That's
my
awesome.
favorite band.
That's
yeah,
Yeah.
fuck yeah. So you are undecided? or-
undecided on a favorite. I don't know, honestly. I'm in
What's one of the
between.
better ones?
It
One
took
of the
me a
better
second
ones?
to actually like have that click back in my head, Red Rocks, because I was like, yeah, I've been to a ton of shows.
The ones
But-
that I can think of are more like intimate. They weren't like huge, epic, like grandeur things. Like
That's what I was gonna
one of the
say.
ones you were here. We went to Edward Sharp and the Magnetic Zero.
Yeah, that was
at
really
Town
good.
Ballroom. That was sick because they're kind of like a jam band, and they like
We were sitting there talking to Jane.
we're talking to Jane, the one like lead person in the band, and like in between songs or whatever, just like talking about mushrooms and shit, like random stuff. Like I got all my goodies in a
Yeah.
like, little pouch.
Oh, okay, thank you, Corey. Ashes of the Wake. That's
yeah,
it.
Ashes
Perfect.
the Wake.
Shout out
Right on.
Corey for the info.
Oh,
Gina,
man.
what's
It
up?
makes sense that song. or
Snoop
that
Dogg
album
at
called
Rapids
that.
Theaters. Justin
We saw-
Dritchell's favorite.
We were there. We saw Snoop Dogg at Rapids, and we saw Snoop Dogg at Town Ballroom. We saw both of those shows. That
God
was-
damn,
those
motherfucking
were sick.
Snoop Dogg has a following out here in Ransomville. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in a
We got
huge
so
Snoop
G'd out.
kick. Yeah, we were so
When you
G'd
guys
out.
played with
Or
Mushroom
my
at
vape
Infinity
and
that one
everything.
time, that was a really good
That
show
was
too.
dude.
I had a lot of
Anytime
fun
we
with
so
played
good.
fucking with those guys at Infinity, dude, goddamn, that I miss those
They had
days.
the water drums going.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a real.
It was
pretty-
cool, like
pretty small
barbecuing with
venue.
them, like having
Yeah.
like a barbecue in the parking lot with them. We were like tailgating with them.
I know, dude. See, I tried to relive those days, and those days are just gone. So now I'm doing a fucking podcast.
This show was pretty good too. You were there, Chili Peppers.
Chili Peppers was
That was a
sick.
good
Oh yeah,
one.
yeah, that was a real good one. That was 2 years ago now.
Was
16?
it last February,
Oh, was
2007? What does it say on the back?
it? Say on the back. 2017. You're right.
Yeah.
You right. You right.
Yep.
In
You hate-
February.
That was a real good one.
That was sick. That was at KeyBank Center,
Yeah.
formerly First Niagara,
Yeah,
formerly
no,
HSBC,
Formerly
some other
fuck.
Midland.
No,
No.
mid
Midland, Marine Midland.
Marine Midland
Arena.
Marina.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
fuck. Fuck you,
Yeah,
Vince.
I like-
Think you're better than me at
Old
sports and
heads.
stuff. You are.
Mm.
That's what you got him here for. Come on.
I know it is. And his sex appeal. I got to get the sex appeal up on this
Ooh.
show. Ooh.
Very aroused.
I'd have to say,
Dangerously so.
So, what else we got? You kind of getting towards the hour mark where we'll wrap this
Yeah.
bad boy up. What do you think?
yeah, I mean, actually, we've really slammed out a lot on this list. More
Nice.
than I thought we
It's a
would.
productive
Lunar
hour.
Transit. Let's go ahead and just throw that in there real quick.
Cool.
So, I think I talked about last time how I was working for a production company. Did I throw that in there?
I don't remember. Did
Okay.
he?
I think so. Yeah.
Did we? Okay, right on. Well, yeah, this might be a
Maybe
little
not
bit of a
in detail.
recap for a lot of people, but basically, yeah, no, for like the last 3 years, I've kind of found what I want to do with my career almost. But I've been working for a production company in Salt Lake City. That's it's
you
based
can-
around like house and techno, but we would throw a music festival once a year. It was like 3 days long. It was in the mountains about 4 hours south of Salt Lake, and we
It's a beer
we
run.
threw like one of the most premier festivals in Utah for a few years. Since then, a lot of the heads of the basically my friend that I build art with, who started the company with another friend, is like started to see differences in their like artistic visions. So the company's like come to a halt. New World Presents. That was what the company was called. But yeah, my friend just graduated from the U of U with his mechanical engineering degree.
Nice.
In May, and pretty much I've just been like on the burner waiting for him to do that so he can like start something fresh. But yeah, I think as soon as Burning Man is done, we're gonna be like back on the game with we throw essentially underground parties in Salt Lake City to work around the liquor laws. You have to throw private parties that are BYOB with no bar, and
That's
yeah, that
so
allows
fucked.
you to like not have to go home after last call at 1 o'clock,
Oh, okay.
and you can party till like 6, 7 in the morning.
Nice.
Party on
And
your own terms.
yeah, exactly. They're very much so like psychedelia based parties.
Mm.
We like to provide an open platform for artists of
Based.
any person to express themselves, whether it's the person dancing on the dance floor. We have like tons of live painters. We've had people bring like their VR equipment and do demos for people. We have like people on silks performing. We'll have tea lounges, like any way that like anybody that's in an artistic vision wants to contribute, like we're kind of an open book for that.
Cool.
Speaking of some hallucinogenics, are you an acid man or are you a shroom man? What's
I am an acid man.
Thank God.
I think if I had to give up.
It's N-bomb.
If I had to give up every yeah, right, dude. Put the research chems down, please.
What's up, Kaylee? How you doing? It's been a while.
God.
I don't do any of that shit anymore, but I'll tell you what, back when I was, acid, it'll get you thinking.
Oh yeah,
What
no,
you think?
LSD is definitely my. If
Honestly, man.
I've actually, so I'm the type of person that uses like marijuana pretty much medicinally. Like
Right.
it's my ADD medication straight up. If I like don't do a bong rip before I go to work, I will fucking be running around doing 10 things at once, like not finishing anything. It's fucking.
Still getting the poppers going?
It's ridiculous. Yeah, I do.
God bless
For
the
sure,
poppers.
still ripping the poppers.
In there.
That's traditional.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no. If I go fucking wake up in the morning, take a bong rip, go to work, I'm like fucking on point. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly.
Bong rip for strength.
Now I understand medical weed.
And guidance.
But if I had to give up all drugs, every drug in the entire world, I would give up marijuana over LSD.
Really?
Yep.
I'd have to keep my
I
reefer.
would take LSD. LSD, I think, is like one of the greatest tools that mankind's ever been handed.
God damn.
And it can like,
It'll open up the mind.
Yeah, it'll open up the mind.
That's saying the least.
yeah,
Yeah.
the least exactly. There's
there's
so much more to it than I think a lot of people realize. A lot of people scare themselves.
Even
Not a lot of
shrooms.
people
Shrooms will
get to
you
a point where
thinking,
they
too.
experience like an ego death.
Yeah.
You know, and once you get to that point, you kind of your own personal feelings about the matter are set aside, and you don't have a say.
God damn.
Essentially,
There's a higher power controlling it.
yeah. No, there's. I don't know what kind of like trips you guys have had, but I've had some pretty heavy trips on a very large number of
A variety of
substances.
different
Yeah, a
things.
very large number of
For sure.
substances.
I experienced ego death.
Yeah.
I did mushrooms, but that's because I felt ballsy, did over an eighth, and just like went into this fucking hole.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, I just took 2 hits of acid and thought we were all magnets, and some of us connected and others pushed away. And that was my whole philosophy. But I talked about
That's
it for
actually
12
pretty
hours.
interesting.
But
That's actually simple but
That's
deep. Like,
that's interesting.
something
Yeah, no, that's
really,
interesting.
like,
You ever go both at the same time? I did acid
Hippie
and
trip?
shrooms at the same time one
Hippie
time.
Oh
and
man, dude.
what is
hippie
it?
trip?
hippie trip? Is
That's-
that what
I
they
think
used
I've
to call
done-
it?
Ian.
I think I've done every.
It's Ian shrooms, yeah.
I think I've done every substance that you could probably name together. That's not.
Answers a connoisseur.
Every-
That's not heavily like neurotoxic. There are definitely certain like combinations of drugs that like definitely encourage neurotoxicity. Be informed. If you guys want to go do drugs, just like do your research. There's all the information you could ever want out there. Period. Like
Forums, man.
yeah, no,
Forums,
seriously,
for
you
sure.
can
The best place to go.
use the interwebs.
Talk to your local drug
Use the
users.
interwebs.
Hop on that Reddit.
Converse with your
Um,
local abusers.
I don't know.
All kinds of skewed opinions.
So
on
there's a
there.
lot to expect from you then in the future, though, with production and stuff like that. So
Yeah, no. Essentially, the more I can like phase out of building people's homes for them, like because I custom large like very large homes. Like I build the most capitalistic bullshit on the planet. I hate it. I don't want to build $14 million worth of fucking garbage. Like you don't need this.
Right.
Like how many kids do you plan on having?
Right.
Like I don't like that. I'm like kind of a minimalist, but I also agree with like being extravagant.
Sure.
But the more I can like phase out building people's homes for them, and the more I can phase in building art for myself, I think
Cool, man.
for everyone, honestly,
Cool,
the
man.
happier I'll be.
Well, it's sad
That's
to
the
see you
word-
go, but I'm expecting to hear from you about as this how this shit progresses and your trip back, dude. So I want to say
Yeah.
thank you again for coming on.
No
and
doubt. And I think we actually really did slam the list this
I
time.
think so, dude.
Ripping
And-
and or dipping.
Yeah.
And we covered a lot of other cool things with the bounce house flying 50 feet in the air. Thank you, Corey,
That's
for
just
that
wild
for that
still, too.
image. And thank you all for joining us for this late night episode of the Joe Show. We are wrapping it up. Corey Lasher, and it's all true because it's on the internet. That's about the drugs. That's right.
That's
So
it.
keep it. So thank you all. I love you all. For Lance, for Andrew, for Vince, for Ben, for Matthew Crowley.
Good night.
Thank you all, and I love you. Be safe.
Fuck you, San Diego.
Fuck you.
Go fuck yourself.
Fuck you, Russ.
Good job, guys.
Oh,
Fucking
man, I
A.